I want you to understand something, family. You level the playing field by going through the adversity, knowing that you belong, by going through the adversity, knowing that you're unstoppable, by going through the adversity, knowing that you meant to be here, by going through the adversity, knowing that once you get through this, you got a blueprint for everybody that follows, by going through the adversity, knowing that you can't stop, knowing that nothing can stop you, going through the adversity, knowing that you're powerful, going through the adversity, knowing that you designed for this, knowing for this, that you was made in His image and likeness, going through it, going through the pressure, knowing that you were fearfully, wonderfully made, going through it, knowing that if God be with you, who can be against you, going through the pressure, knowing that weapons will form, but none will prosper, going through the pressure, understanding that you were designed for this. The reason why the game wasn't designed for you to win is because they also knew if you played the game, how powerful you would be. I want to shift it to you. I want to put it to you in that perspective, right? Like the game wasn't designed for you to win because they knew if they designed the game for you to play it, that you'd win. And if you win, you'll understand how powerful you was. So it's the reason why the game wasn't designed for you to win. But I want you to know tonight, we're going to break the design. We're going to break the mold. Right? Because everything that's designed must first be on the mold, right? And I want you to understand that when they created the mold, they actually had you in mind. They just put you on the side as a sacrificial piece and not as a main character. But today we're going to level the playing field because we're going to put you on the board as a main character. Right? We're going to put you on the board now as an essential piece. We're going to put you on the board now as a pivotal prize possession. That's what we're going to do today. Right? That's what we're going to do today. Today, we're going to not just level the playing field, right? We're going to exceed the overall expectation that was on the playing field already, right? As a matter of fact, today, what I want us to do is I want us to put in our mind that we're going to write a new playbook. There we go. I'm going to go get it out of there. Today, we're going to design a new playbook that's specifically altered for us to navigate. Now, here's what I want to tell you. The playbook actually comes, watch this, the playbook comes with some powerful plays that you're going to write down. But there's some things on the playbook that you're not going to see. There's some things on the field that you're not going to see, and that's where your belief system going to come in at. Right? I want you to understand that the poor mindset will spend the blessing like a paycheck, but a wealthy mindset will triple, multiply a blessing like a seed. There we go. I'm gonna dig in that a little bit more. Right? So what happens is I never call people poor. I say you just got a poor mindset. Right? Because you are poor when you don't have access to the cash. You are poor when you don't have the ability to do a thing that generates wealth. None of you are that. None of you are that. Everybody that's tapped in right now, you are actually wealthy. You are actually prosperous. The problem is you haven't claimed it yet. That's right. And you claim it not by words alone. You claim it by action, but you anchor it by belief. Okay? So you claim it not by words alone, because remember, there's a fruit that comes from the tongue, right? So when you speak it, you actually throwing the seeds out there, right? But watch this. Your actions actually cultivate and till the soil, all right? But here's the thing. It's the belief that the seeds that's planted and the hard work is actually married to the belief that gives birth to the thing that was already yours. You just gotta claim it. You just gotta claim it. So the only thing that's really separating the people who are massively successful and the thing that's separated from the people who just aspire to be successful, the only thing that's really separating them is the marriage between belief, execution, belief, execution. That's the marriage that gives birth. That's the thing that levels the playing field, right? Because watch this. A shovel gonna do what a shovel's supposed to do. What happens is the person who picks the shovel up gotta understand how to use the shovel. It's the belief that I can use the tool in the way that it was designed to be used. Right? Because if you give the wrong person a seed, then the seed just full of potential. But if you give the right person a seed, that person will feed their family for a lifetime. So today I need you to make a decision. The decision is, not only will I take the seed, I will plant the seed, I will nurture the seed, but I will believe in the seed. I'm going to believe in the seed. We don't understand how powerful belief is. We don't understand how leveling the playing field actually starts with a belief that you deserve to be on the field. Right? So let's put this out there. How many times, right? Watch this. How many times have you heard somebody say about stocks and they say, oh man, that's them white folks game. Immediately they're telling themselves they don't deserve to be on the field. Right? Somebody says, I'm not gonna start a business because that's too hard. Right? That's the belief that you don't deserve the business. That's the belief that you don't deserve to excel in life. That's the belief that you don't deserve to be wealthy. That's the belief that God told you, go possess the land. That's the belief that you don't believe that the land is yours to possess. Right? So it says, look, diligent hands build wealth. So when you don't believe, that means you ain't diligent. It says that God give you the ability to produce wealth. That means you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in God. So we got to start with the belief system, because the belief system will get you on the field. The belief system. So watch this, Jose. I remember when I used to be hustling, right? And I'm young. I used to be hustling, I'm trapping, right? In my heart of hearts, I believed that I deserved to be a gangster. My environment told me, hey, this is what gangsters do. They do this, they do that. And so I incorporated that belief. Now watch this, Jose. I actually, at one point in my life, aspired to die a gangster. I incorporated the belief, I anchored myself to the belief, and then I lived the life that matched my belief. So that made me accept the consequences that came with the belief. I accept the consequences that came with the belief because the belief made me, the belief programmed me. The belief put something in me that said, this is all there is for me. This is how I'm gonna die. I don't deserve nothing else. So I had to upgrade the belief. I had to upgrade the belief. I had to start seeing myself in a different light. I had to start having different conversations. I had to start having conversations that told me that I'm worthy. I had to start having conversations that told me you can be a millionaire. I had to start having conversations that told me I can change my family last name. I had to start having conversations that said, yes, you can invest in the stock market and be successful. I had to start having conversations that said, hey, you better than being a dope dealer. I had to start having conversations that said, you better than going to do another 10 years in prison. I had to start having conversations that said, you are a powerful black man. I had to start having conversations that say, so what if you didn't grow with your daddy? That don't mean you can't be a good father. I started having different conversations. I had to start seeing different men that start speaking life into me. I had to start seeing different men operate a different way. I had to start seeing different men that loved on black women. I had to start seeing different men that encouraged black men. I had to start seeing myself in a different light. So once I took on a belief, I start seeing me different. Once I start seeing me different, I believe that I leveled the playing field, and then I elevated a little bit more and say, not only do I deserve to be on the playing field, but I can win this game. So that's when the belief gets accelerated. When you start saying, not only can I level the playing field, not only do I deserve to be on the playing field, but I can win this game. Okay. Now we taking it to another level. Because now we going from just believing that we need to be on the field, now we believing that we can win the game. Okay, let's navigate that for a second. Let's navigate that for a second, right? Watch this. David was a shepherd boy. A shepherd boy. Meaning, bro, go get the sheep. Go get the sheep. Go tend to the sheep. But there's a thing. There was something inside of him that he kept fighting for, that kept saying, I'm more than a shepherd boy. So watch this. Even when his daddy kept saying, go tend to the sheep. So I want you to understand something, family. There's people around you, there's people close to you that don't want you to step into your calling. They want to downplay you. They want you to be at a low level. They don't see in you what's in you, only you. So you, watch this, you cannot live up to another person's expectations of you because a lot of times their expectations is too low. They belief in you don't match your destiny. The vision in which they see you. Well, let me be intellectual right here, Jose. The contrast in which they view you in does not perpetuate your journey. Okay. You feel me? So what you gotta be willing to do is, watch this, you gotta be willing to step outside of the prism that other people see you in. Come on, we slaying words right now. We slaying words right now, because I need you to understand. We can level the playing field. I need you to understand right now. But watch this. David actually fought to get on the field with Goliath. He fought to get on that field. He fought what his daddy believed. He fought a lion. He fought a bear. He actually fought what his brothers believed. And then he had to fight what the other soldiers believed when they saw him. So I'm telling you, stop worrying about the people that don't believe in you. Fight for the thing inside of you that you know you're worthy of. You gotta fight for it. The playing field don't get leveled just because you want it. Because watch this, there's a lot of people fighting to make sure you don't get on the field. There's a lot of people fighting to make sure you don't get in the game. There's a lot of people making laws and policies, and there's a lot of people trying to lock you up. There's a lot of people trying to take away, trick you out your spot. There's a lot of people fighting against you not to get on the field. What you cannot do is give them the authority to keep you off the field. You can't give them the authority to keep you off the field. Yes, sir. You can't give them the authority to keep you off the field. So when somebody say, man, option's too hard, you tell them English was too when you was a baby. Learning your alphabets was hard too. How many times your mama told you Johnny had 5 apples? That was like calculus when you was young. How many times you drew outside the line? How many times you got the mess? How many times you got right mixed up with right? How many times you spelled colonel wrong? How many times 1 + 1 ain't equal 2 equal 3 when you was younger? How many times? How many times the multiplication didn't look right? How many times you forgot to carry the one in subtraction? How many times how many times they were telling you 2 decimals over and you ain't get that right? How many times you messed it up until you did what? You kept learning it. You got your ass whooped sometimes. That's all right. All of that's part of your worthiness. All of that's part of your worthiness. All that's part of your worthiness. So you can't let the adversity that comes with doing something that you ain't never done make you feel like you ain't worthy. You got to embrace the challenge. Pressure is a privilege. As a matter of fact, pressure is a prerequisite. Pressure is a prerequisite. I want you to understand something, family. You level the playing field by going through the adversity, knowing that you belong, by going through the adversity, knowing that you're unstoppable, by going through the adversity, knowing that you meant to be here, by going through the adversity, knowing that once you get through this, you got a blueprint for everybody that follows, by going through the adversity, knowing that you can't stop, knowing that nothing can stop you, going through the adversity, knowing that you're powerful, going through the adversity, knowing that you designed for this, knowing for this, that you was made in His image and likeness, going through it, going through the pressure, knowing that you were fearfully, wonderfully made, going through it, knowing that if God be with you, who can be against you, going through the pressure, knowing that weapons will form, but none will prosper, going through the pressure, understanding that you were designed for this. That's how you level the playing field. That's how you level the playing field, family. When the thing that looks hard to everybody else, you start treating it as normal. When the thing that makes everybody else quit, you start treating that as another day. When people start telling you stuff like, man, I don't know how you got through that. You say, got through what? That's just a regular day in my life. Pressure is a privilege. It's a prerequisite to prosperity. And you gotta know that. You gotta believe that.